Okay. Okay, so we will discuss implicit differentiation. So sometimes in the first part, we have y is a function of x. This is called y is explicit function of x because y is in terms of x. Now suppose we have a function such that f of x, y, comma, y equals to 0 defines y implicitly as a function of x. So what do you mean by that? Y is not expressed in terms of x, but we know that y is actually a function of x. And because of that, because y is not expressed in terms of x, we shall say that y is defined implicitly as a function of x. Now these are several examples. We have x squared plus y squared equals 25. So we know that y is a function of x, but y is not expressed in terms of x. Actually, if we have x squared plus y squared equals 25, we can solve for y. Why not? So this is 25 minus x squared, and y will have two equivalent functions. So y can be any of these two branches. Okay. And that's it. But sometimes it is very difficult to really solve for y in terms of x. Take a look at number 2. So in number 2 we have y cubed. So how do you solve for y in terms of x? So sometimes it is very difficult. Although if we can use some of the formulas for cubic function, but sometimes it is very difficult to express y in terms of x. So what is important in this topic is whenever you have an equation involving x and y, you always assume that y is an implicit function of x. So this is another example. Now if you want to calculate the derivative of y expressed implicitly as a function of x, and it will be denoted by y prime or dy dx, so it's up to you what notation you use, can be done by differentiating each term of the equation f of xy equals to 0 with respect to x. Then we simply solve for y prime, and that's it. Because of that, we might encounter derivative of, let's say, y to the n. Because, like for example, if we are going to differentiate each term of this equation, for example, we encounter derivative of y squared. So this is not derivative of x squared, this is derivative of y squared. And because of that, we just apply the chain rule. So this will be n y to the n minus 1 multiplied by y prime, because we still have to multiply by the derivative of y with respect to x. Is that clear? And if we only have y, of course, we just write here y prime. If in case you encounter product of x and y, so you just use product rule. For example, you encounter derivative of x to the n and then y to the n, for example. So this is x to the n times the derivative of y to the n plus y to the n times the derivative of x to the n, all with respect to x. And of course, this is x to the n, this is n y to the n minus 1. Because this is y and we are differentiating with respect to x by chain rule, we always end up with y prime plus y to the n, and this is simply n x to the n minus 1, no more dx, because the derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So example number 1. let's calculate y prime and y double prime in the equation x squared plus y squared is equal to 25 by implicit differentiation. So we will write x squared plus y squared equals 25. So implicit differentiation means differentiate each term with respect to x. You can use the d over dx notation, and remember that d over dx notation is simply the same as the dx notation. So this means we are differentiating whatever is placed in front of it with respect to x. So we differentiate x squared plus we differentiate y squared plus we differentiate 25. So we will try to recall our formula. Derivative of a constant is 0. And in the left side is just 2x. Now we are differentiating y to the n with respect to x. You will always end up with y prime. And so this will be 2y, because according to power formula, ny to the n minus 1. So we will use the exponent. And don't forget to write y prime. Since the right side is a constant, its derivative is 0, so we can just solve for y prime. 2y prime is negative 2x. So y prime is negative 2x divided by 2y. 2 and 2 cancels out. So y prime is negative x over y. So that is our y prime. And you notice that usually the derivative is also a function of the two variables x and y. Okay? Now, this is for the first derivative. We now calculate the second derivative. So we have y prime equals negative x over y. So you can put a negative in the numerator. And we calculate y double prime. So y double prime. Notice that in the third node, so we have the derivative of y prime is y double prime. And you can continue this pattern. The derivative of y double prime is y triple prime, and so forth and so on. So here, implicit differentiation means we now get the derivative of y prime, and we get the derivative of negative x over y with respect to x. The derivative of y prime is now equal to y double prime. Now we have this quotient rule here because it involves numerator and denominator. So we have denominator, derivative of negative x is negative 1 minus negative x minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator. So the denominator is just y. So the derivative of the denominator with respect to x is y prime. And then divided by the square of y, which is y squared. So if we are going to simplify this further, this is negative y plus x y prime over y squared. The only problem is we have the presence of y prime in y double prime, which is not acceptable, because y prime should only be a function of the letters x and y. So we remove y prime by substituting its value, negative x over y for y prime. So y double prime equals negative y plus x, and we substitute y prime, whose value is negative x over y, and divide by y squared. So this equals the simplification. So how do we simplify that? So we have y in the denominator. So the technique is to multiply Then time fraction by its LCD. Y times y is negative y squared. Y and y cancels out. Negative x times positive x is negative x squared. Y times y is y cubed. The numerator can be arranged and we can factor the negative sign. So we have x squared plus y squared over y cubed. So this is our y double prime. But wait, if you look at the given, we have x squared plus y squared is actually equal to the given x squared plus y squared, which is actually equal to 25. So we can further reduce our answer in its simplest form as minus, and this is equal to 25 over y cubed. Okay. So that will be the second derivative. X squared plus y squared equals 25. Okay. Magic. We have another example, example number 2. So we want to calculate y prime and y double prime in this example. So as usual, I will now use the capital denotation instead of the dx minus derivative of x times y, then derivative of y squared, and then derivative of 3. Okay. Then immediately this is 0 because v is a constant. Okay. So derivative of x squared is 2x. Now we have to use product rule here, because it involves the product of x times y. So according to the rule, this is equals to x times the derivative of y is y prime plus y times the derivative of x is just equal to 1 plus derivative of y squared. So this is y and not x with respect to x is 2y and multiplied by y prime, and this is equal to 0. So we have 2x minus xy prime minus y plus 2y y prime 0. So the technique is we will try to leave those terms involving y prime on one side. Here we want to leave on the left, and the remaining terms that do not contain y prime will be transposed to the other side. So negative x y prime plus 2y y prime, y becomes negative y becomes positive y, plus 2x becomes negative 2x. We will factor out y prime and we will write 2y minus x equals y minus 2x, sorry, y prime, and then y prime equals y minus 2x divided by 2y minus x. Okay, so that is the value of y prime. So the next step is to calculate y double prime. To calculate y double prime, again we use quotient rule because it involves numerator and denominator quotient rule. So the denominator is 2y minus x times the derivative of the numerator. The derivative of the numerator is y prime minus 2 because the derivative of 2x is 2 minus numerator y minus 2x multiplied by the derivative of the denominator. Derivative of 2y is 2y prime because we just get the derivative of y, which is y prime, minus the derivative of x is 1. And we just square the denominator, 2y minus x squared. Is that clear? Now, the only problem is again we have y prime. Y prime is equals to y minus 2x over 2y minus x. Now let me simplify first and see if there are terms that might be combined. 2y times y prime is 2y y prime. 2y times 2 is negative 4y, negative x times y, y times 2y, so minus 2y, y prime. And then y times 1 is negative y, so this becomes positive y, negative 4x y prime, plus 4x y prime, plus 2x, you have minus 2x. And then we divide by 2y minus x squared. So I think there are terms that can be cancelled, like this term and that term cancels out. And then you only have negative 3y. So we now have negative 3y and negative 3xy prime. That will be the remaining term because negative 4y plus y is negative 3y. Negative xy prime plus 4xy prime is negative xy. Divided by 2y minus x squared. So again, we don't have y prime on the right, so we eliminate that y prime by substituting the original value here. So this will be negative 3y minus 3x times y minus 2x divided by 2y minus x divided by 2y minus x squared. And notice that the denominator is 2y minus x. So that's the least common denominator. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 2y minus x to get rid of that. So here we distribute it there. So negative 3y times 2y minus x. This will simply cancel us out. So it's negative 3x times y minus 2x. Then divided by 2y minus x. So let's distribute. So this negative 6y squared plus 3xy minus 3xy and then plus 6x squared. 6x squared and divided by 2y minus x cubed. So let's double check. Get with negative, positive, positive, negative. Let's go back to this problem here. So this should be negative and positive, so this is plus. So this should be plus. And this should be plus. And this should be plus. And this should be minus. And so therefore, this can be simplified as negative 6y squared plus 6xy minus 6x squared divided by 2y minus x cubed. And so therefore this is equal to negative 6. We will factor out negative 6 in the numerator. And let's arrange all na ito. So x squared minus xy plus y squared divided by 2y minus x cubed. But this is exactly equal to 3 according to our given. So this is negative 6 times 3 divided by 2y minus x cubed. So that will be y double prime y.